Hello, friends of Komodo platform, friends of Pirate Chain. My name is Giuliano. It is the 31st of August. Whew, end of month. Incredible. Incredible. Let us look at some price charts together. Here we go. I'm going to share the screen. Thanks for being here. I hope you're doing well. You know, coming in here, we're looking at the ARRR chart. It's the one I just had up on the screen. So we'll start here. Two Fibonacci tools being used here. One is the extension. I'll get rid of it. That's for this dump right now. I'm trying to check any type of relationship. And this is the retracement of the move. So I'll show you what that looks like. We're going to take the Fibonacci retracement tool. We're going to start down here. We're going to go to the top. Let's take the wick for fun, or we can take the bodies. Okay. So if we take the wick, we are between the 0.5 and the 0.618. We're just going with the bodies. We're hovering around that 0.5 region. So I'm going to just take the bodies. I'm going to count this wick as, yeah, it's significant, but somebody was buying and this may be low volume. We'll see. We don't know how to handle that one yet. In fact, though, I'm also going to now, so you see we're hovering around that 50% retracement at 330 level, 333, whatever it is. And the next thing that we want to take a look at now is, okay, we're in a dump right now locally here. So that's more globally here with this up move and now down move. Now locally, we're going to take a fib extension tool and we'll come around those bodies again. We'll use that wick here. I'll come to this body, sorry. I'm not using the wicks, my friend, sorry. Let me just redo that for y'alls. Bang and bang. Okay. So either way you cut it, we are looking around, whoops, sorry. We're looking around some sort of completion here. It looks like, if we go, we take the bodies, we're at 11618, we go here, we're between 1 and 1618. So not a huge fan of this current candle. Okay, we could have more to go. I'm just going to do this one real quick again, just for everybody to see a little more closely. Let's get up on in it. Here we go. We'll go from the wick down to the wick, up to the wick. All right, we're hovering around 1-to-1 at the closing. We've gone below it. So that's from wick to wick. If we're going, let's say, body to body, gumble to gumble, we can basically go around here and consider this as about a 1618. So, we could be ending up here, and this could be a turnaround candle, at least intermediately, but maybe more so a little bit longer, like turn around, yes, go up and then come back down, whatever, but be done with the how do you say, more violent corrective move here, saying, look how long it took us to get from here, all this move up. And then we got rid of that price action much faster, much less time. You see what I'm saying? So that tells us, okay, maybe we are cleared out or nearing the clearing out. I really hope we're not going down to $2 level, but that would signify a much bigger market scenario. So currently, we're looking for where's the rebound, and then when are we going to be back up at these $4 levels to continue testing that? Because overall, when we look at the CoinEx chart, it'll look decent. All right, here we go. So, for example, this move up started at this candle here. We're going to say, okay, no, we'll give you this one. And we'll start from around here. Okay, so we'll go here to, now let's give it to here, 16 bars, right, to about that area of the top, and then we can start dumping from there. And we are 10 bars, so we're much quicker. So if you want to add a bar or two, take away a bar or two, then you're even more fast on the dump side. So that is good, a significant clear out in that sense. It's definitely a strong corrective move, and now we can move on. Hopefully, broke down this Bollinger Bands. This is a daily price chart, so let's go down to the 4-hour time scale and see if we can see anything more clearly here. and just previous support. See how it held here, bounced up. Tried to break through at first, bounced up and back down. Didn't hold it, and now we're back up to it, and resistance so far. So on a 4-hour price chart level, we might bounce around here a little bit, figure our way out of this. Yeah, it might need to make even a lower low and before it's done, but I don't see that lower low being too much lower than the high $2, like 280s. Yeah, that's the basic idea for now. But if we are just zigzagging, right, and this overall thing is the zigzag, and we have the 5, the 3, and the 5 here, making that zigzag, which overall is a 3. That goes back to my statement earlier, actually, of the previous video, I believe, where a move of 3 is corrective, whether it's price going up or price going down. It's a corrective movement and against the trend. And a move of 5 is with the trend. Okay, and because things are like fractals, you can have, the 5 with the trend embedded in a 3, which is actually against the trend. Does that make sense? So we're impulsing down, even though maybe we're making a 3 overall. I'll show you what I'm saying. So imagine here, we've got some sort of 1, 2, we're back into like Friends of Elliott wave here, 5 move down, right? So that's your first wave. That's your A, and it's a 5. And then your B is meant to be a 3. So we can imagine the 3 there, and then we can imagine the 5 here. So that makes your C. So overall though, even though 5 is showing us that this might be counter, the trend might be downward. That means that a bigger trend will be downward. However, it's embedded in a 3, which itself is against the trend and corrective. Therefore, really what we're looking for is the next leg of the trend, which is in this case, upward, because the zigzag or the 3 move is moving down in that direction. Therefore, the same degree. Now, see, we're talking different degrees. These 5s and 3s in here are of different degree. The bigger degree 3 here is contesting with a move of the same degree, which should be a 5. I'm not saying it's going to come right after this 3. This 3 could be followed by another 3 and could be composed into a bigger structure itself, right? I'm not sure what exactly is happening there. And that's why this is only a 4-hour price chart and we have little data. Anyway, that I guess we'll move on to the CoinEx version. Yeah, let's just slide right in here like a snake and just say, okay, we're on the daily again. We have a bit of a different set of indicators, like the Ichimoku cloud is populated for us. We're still in this channel. We'll come back to it if ever it figures into the play. Otherwise, gone for now. So in this case, we might need some time to go sideways here, which would correspond to the sideways movement in the, or even down movement in the KuCoin price. However, we are at such an important level here. I just want to add this in right here. Indeed, very strategic level here, turning points. So overall, we're uptrending. This is a daily price chart, and I'm going to take it all the way up to that line. That just gives us a bit of an idea where the price might play out here. And what we would want to watch out for to know that we are actually having bigger trouble than expected. Okay. Overall, though, looks like we are making some sort of, if we go to that overall trend, we start talking about 3s and 5s. I bet you have a 5 here and a 3 here. Doesn't mean there's only 3 mono waves into a polywave of 3. It could be a bigger 3 made up of movements in here, which combine overall as a 3, which is basically a corrective move, and then a 5 up here, and then another 3 down here of the same degree. Okay, now after this 3, we are moving into the next 5. In which case, you know, very well we could just be at the 1 and the 2. Okay. So maybe, I mean, if this is the degree we're working with, then the next one might figure and bigger. Now, this is a daily price chart, and to be fair, you know, when we look at this type of pump, right here, I don't know if we'll get that degree of move in the next one. I hope so. We will at some point go parabolic, but maybe the buildup is what I'm talking about. So yeah, the buildup seems to yeah, the buildup needs to, the reason I'm pausing here is that I'm looking at this 2 to 4 trend line, if that's the case, and I'm saying, okay, we're breaking the 2 to 4 trend line now. So what's happening? Maybe that's not the 4, right? Maybe this is the 4 right here, and we're just getting started. Could be, so that the C is not complete until we're here, or the move, you know, the overall 3 not complete until we're here. Okay. Then again, it doesn't necessarily have to work like that, and this could just be a regression line that comes into play. So we have those 2 regression lines right there to consider. And then on the downside, we've already broken out of this one right here. Okay, we've broken out of the next one if we want to play that. So we're in a decent position in that sense. Oops. All right, there's your pirate chain against the USDT, friends. Just some thoughts for you on that note. I'm going to check the RBTC because we're back in the 7,000 level as the Bitcoin is in the $47,000 range. And boy, did we ever dump down this candle. It's a very much a pause candle. I hope it's just signaling that we might be ending the move, and sure, we might go sideways similar to here, or here. But yeah, we need this support. Let's take ourselves a fun little fib extension. We'll go from here is a 1618. You know, this, who's to say, you know, maybe somebody bought up the order book, they didn't know what they're doing, whatever. Yeah, you could play that, fine. But I don't know if that's as technical as it is, you know, contextual. So we'll see. I think I feel more comfortable playing with this type of line. And even then, so it's just signaling that I just get the sense that we're over or near over on this dump, and looking for this MACD to turn around. Let's compare it to the MACD on the RBTC from CoinEx. Oh yeah, so MACD, RBTC, CoinEx also already showing some green bullishness. So, you know, I get the sense that we're starting to test this level here. If we can't break this level of 7,500 Satoshis, then we're going to hang around here for longer. And hey, that makes sense with the cloud. If that's the case, this is the RBTC price chart. So if BTC is pumping up, you know, pirate chain against BTC might not fare as well. However, we've broken bullish above the 20-day and the 200-day moving average. Pause candle is what we're seeing here. So I'm going to just zoom into that. However, we are at the upper end, breaking out the Bollinger Band, so might need to stick around here a bit first before going further. And there's room to go. There's definitely room to go. And in terms of this move, just looks good. As far as charts go, this looks good. This looks good, I would say. We're waiting to see the future of pirate chain price charts, just for fun and fancy. But I like what I see here. I mean, of course, look, this was a form of redistribution here, and therefore we might get some sort of redistribution here. and then further move down, right? You know, you have the accumulation, distribution, and then you have redistributions along the way, whether it's up and redistribute or down and redistribute, you get accumulation, distribution. And so here we're getting some redistribution for a move down, or is it accumulation for the move up? That's the question. And this is the BTC price chart, and we have seen ugly shapes before where prices kind of do this and do their thing, right? I mean, nothing is impossible, but this doesn't look like that, at least at this time. There's just a lot going for it. So let's check weekly candles here. Didn't check it on the, didn't check it on the USDT price chart. So far, this is what we're looking at. Trying to battle up to that 20-period average. Pretty decent pump candle for this week on the CoinEx exchange. And I'm liking it. I am liking it. We are looking at a monthly candle closing. Could be green. This would be very lean and mean fighting machine. Loving it. This feels good. Yeah, nice and thin. Good buying support here. Like I said, though, could all be just some redistribution before further down. But having said that, still the bias is positive to the upside. All right, so that's a monthly candle about to close in about 10 minutes. So it looks like we're going to be hovering in that candle. All right. Okay, I'm going to check that monthly candle for the USDT price chart. Oops, no, we don't want that exchange. We want this one, CoinEx exchange. I'm using the getaurox terminal. If you're interested, I got a link in the description. Also, if you're looking for some pirate gear or Komodo gear, I got a chips t-shirt put up there. So if you're interested in anything like that, check it out as well. Link in the description. If you use that promo code, is $5 off or €5 off. All right, so we're going into the monthly candle, and wow, yeah, because so here's the deal. I'm pretty sure CoinEx didn't have ARRR until just before 2021, right? So that's why it's only got 6, 7, 8, 9 months of candles. But this is looking good. A nice little rounding here. Let's keep that going. Oops, a little sloppy there. There you go. Fascinating. I think I am done with this. I'm just going to go over to the KMD BTC because I did want to talk a bit about it. And I want to just go over here. Yeah, we are using the Binance exchange. This is the weekly price chart. I would like us to say hello to the monthly candle, which will close in about 8 minutes, 7 minutes. So here you have it. Here we have it. Okay, nope. You're going to take your picture. You done? Taking a picture? Okay, good. Now that you have that in your mind, remind yourself how low we are, how early we are. You might have already said that. You might be cursing that, but you might also just see it as just the beginning here. So this is the KMD BTC. There's a lot to be said about what will it look like going forward into the future. This is the Binance information. And if we go over to the Bittrex information, which has the longer candlestick chart on the monthly time frame in the log scale, here we are. Here we are. And I'm seeing this move here as a first move in the new direction. It was, however, still not ready. And I think at this point we have based out. Komodo platform is showing itself as useful. And so this thing's going to stick around, but it's so under the radar, I would say. I mean, none of this is financial advice at all, but just, you know, in terms of using it or whatever you want to use it for. We're at a good level. There's your monthly candle close, BTC on KMD. And I think if you want to see my stance on it, that's a much longer term time thinking. So you can time frame to think about. You can look at the previous videos about KMD long-term time thinking. And over to the US dollar price chart, because the channel still remains this uptrending resistance, or sorry, support, my friend, has been broken. Now we are still, look, we have touched this top of the potential triangle. So this wouldn't be a touch. It wouldn't, oops, sorry. That wouldn't matter if it touches where the 0 is. It doesn't matter if the line touches there. It's the B and the D that matters, and the A and the C that matters to create the triangle, with the E likely coming around here. And then we're looking for a liftoff. This is the KMD USDT. So it just seems like we need one more move. However, this is a channeling action. So not sure, maybe we're starting a bigger degree. We're not quite out of the channel yet. And this might just be 1, 2. And now we're going to make a bigger version of 3 in a similar degree of this is going to be a 3 and a 4. That's going to be bigger part of the overall 3, which is the same degree as this move. Although actually, sorry, this move is not even part of it. This move is likely part of the previous dump down and then ending it around here in the end of July. Okay, that's currently the counting so far. So there we are. We're looking for that triangle to play out to the upside, and yeah, targets around again at around the $1.30 to $1.80 box. All right, right there. Okay, now problem being is if this is just a simple corrective move here that still needs its own move down, just like this did need its own move down still, we still might need that move down. Okay, nothing's impossible here. And in fact, when everybody's feeling like it's time to be, that it's bullish, there's a good chance that it might break bearish, right? That's just how the cookie crumbles. So going back to the KMD BTC price chart, down to a lower time frame. We'll play around this 4-hour price chart. And I just wanted to recognize that we tried to impulse up, didn't work so far. We're stuck here at the cloud. We couldn't hold that. We're dumping down. So it's a 4-hour cloud, but we might, go a little sideways and further down until basically the end of the week. Maybe next week is the week to look out for in terms of movements up. So this week might be a great week for getting in. But yeah, I want to recognize we are also at this key level here. We would, if we can hold this level that we're at, that would be quite bullish. It also confluences with previous resistances here and here at that 2300 Satoshi level. All right, so just wanted to mention that, like, we are at a key level. So if we could hold this, that would be super ideal. That would be very, 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 very ideal. Very ideal. However, I'm not sure if that's where we're going, is it? Just trying to get a feeling of what type of momentum we have. Yeah, I mean, if it could regain some of this positive momentum previously and continue with further waves up, I mean, that would be what the price is doing, and it would be reflected in this lagging indicator. Same thing here. This is, again, a 4-hour price chart. We haven't made it into the oversold position yet. So there's definitely an opportunity for that. And that's before you even start getting any type of divergence or something. So looking for that movement to the upside, that will be a positive play. On the other hand, daily candle wise, not looking super hot. We're hitting this 20 period average. So maybe we can make our way higher and close above it. That's really important. Otherwise, this wall of Ichimoku cloud is daunting, because as the days get closer and closer towards this wall around the 7th or 8th, that's just, it's resistance. That's really what it is. And we could definitely move into the resistance, but better to move up first and then down rather than just try and get in there sideways. Whoop. So I think that's my time to go. I'm being called for dinner. It's time for supper. Okay. And breakfast too. We're hungry over here. Just when we want it all at once, give us some moves up. KMD BTC. Don't really have anything much else to report. Hope you're doing well. Let's just verify the candle close. That was an alert. We are now at candle closing time. It is 30 seconds past midnight in the UTC. And a couple of ideas. Well, let's look monthly. Let's get rid of all the drawings. There you go. Nice. There is your monthly price chart of the Bitcoin. Wonderful. So in that case, let us turn it over to the candlesticks. Wonderful. So we are this candle here, August candle, nice green candle close. Seems about right. That does not look bad at all. Does not look bad at all. Now, could go sideways-ish, whatever. But when it runs, it runs. So don't expect it to pause for too long. Maybe September's going to be a down month, sideways month. Going to get some wicks on either side and type of pause candle, possible. But I'm looking for another green one, actually. Let's get a third green one here. Other than that, maybe it's like 2 greens, a red, and then a couple more greens, a red, and then we're off. You know, something like this. That could be the case as well, where we red here, a couple greens here, red again, and then boom, we're off. And that follows the idea. And off, I mean, I'm moving all the way to the side into 2022. Like I said the last time, we're going to see it. 2022 is coming up close. Are we going to be hitting the 100Ks by the end of the year, or even new all-time highs? Or is it going to be moving into 2022? Or are we moving into a place where there's going to be massive FUD for 6 months, 12 months, 18 months? I don't get that sense though. All right, so there you are, BTC lovers and crypto lovers alike. Yes. Until next time, stay well, stay hydrated with all the love you can muster in your heart. Goodbye.